Now this.
You got this.
Yo, the BX is crazy. Welcome to Around the Way with Sharde. I am your host, Sharde. And Around the Way with Sharde is all about going to these original neighborhoods of some of New York City's favorite photographers, entrepreneurs, fitness gurus, you name it, we got it all. And today we're actually in Hunts Point, BX, all right? We're gonna be linking up with somebody that you guys may know. If you don't know him, you really should, absolutely. However, his name is Donjai Did It, don't you effing forget it, man. We're gonna go to his childhood apartment. I'm really excited. We at 855 Hunts Point Avenue. So we in the BX, as you guys know, I'm from Queens, New York. I really don't come out here as much as I should, to be honest. My father does live out here, but we're on Hunts Point Avenue. And right over there is a store I just visited, actually, really good stuff. So Bronx is 1 for 1 right now. They got good chopped cheese, I know that for sure. Knowing him though, he's probably gonna come on a bike. So let's see if we could find him rolling around somewhere. But come on. Hey.
How you feeling? You good?
You really did pull up on a bike.
We made it.
How you going?
We are good. I'm chilling.
Man, look where we at.
Yes, childhood. Apparently, this ain't the building to hang out in front of.
Oh yeah, that's what the lady said. She said, she told us to move, y'all. She was like, yeah, I
Maybe
don't think you want to be
some things
around
changed.
here.
Some things ain't changed.
All right, bet. Wish we had some sunflower seeds.
Sunflower
made
seeds, quarter water,
Right.
but we upgraded.
Excellent.
These little bags like $7 a pop.
So I saw you talking to this lady here. You had asked her, was she here in 1990? So I'm assuming that's where the story starts here.
1990.
At this building here. So tell us about the 90s and you growing up out here. I've never been out here, actually.
You serious?
I have never been out here. And where did you get the name Donjai? Because that's really where I want to start from. Who is Donjai?
So all of my brothers, we have like 2 names.
Okay.
Like a different name on the birth certificate versus the name that they call you in the house type of thing.
Right.
Like Emmanuel is Melvin, Dante is Marcelinas,
Okay.
Joseph is Donjai. I'm similar to Dante. And like I said, I grew up with 6 brothers, so there's 7 of us. We moved here in 1990. We signed that lease in April. We came from 157th between Amsterdam and Broadway. My family was expanding, and before you know it, we stood here for quite some time.
Yeah.
This is the Mecca, like the foundation. We grew up with brothers, 2-parent household. 1990 is coming out of the whole, the Bronx is burning kind of thing, right?
Right.
1990 is also like, all right, hip hop kind of got their feet wet for quite some time. Burnt down buildings, right? So these was playgrounds. B-boying, graffiti,
Yeah.
rapping.
Right.
Like a lot of hip hop came through here. Like there's a story when I think Cameron is like Big Pun is spraying water bottles, riding through Hunts Point at people at the bus stop. That's like here.
Yo, can I tell you, I feel like when I was growing up, I was such a big Terror Squad fan.
Okay.
But we was on like Nas, Jay-Z really hard. But
Right.
I was bumping Terror Squad so hard. Big Pun's one of my favorite rappers.
Are you Puerto Rican?
I am.
I'm
Que
Puerto
bonita
Rican too.
bandera.
By Viva la Boricua.
There we go.
By way of Hunts Point. You are officially considered Puerto Rican?
Yeah, no, it's a big Puerto Rican presence here. I know that for sure. But I loved Pun. I loved Pun so much. My sisters too. Like, I was talking to not DJ. I was talking to Focus actually about it, and I was telling him how we always used to get CDs for Christmas and stuff like that. So, how was it growing up here with 6 siblings? I mean, that must have been insane. There's probably a lot of good stuff, a lot of bad stuff. But what is like one of your biggest like family memories here?
Oh man, well you mentioned the CDs. We used to go to Southern Boulevard. There was a store called Flavors. I forgot what, but we were heavy on buying CDs on music.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody kind of had their identity through music.
Right.
My oldest brother, he would definitely have like Mobb Deep, CNN, Nas.
Oh, I love seeing it.
I didn't appreciate Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
I didn't
facts.
appreciate all that until I was a little bit older. Money, Power, Respect, The Lox, and Harlem World. Those were kind of like some of the first CDs I ever personally bought with my own money.
Yeah.
Ready to Die as well.
I loved Ready to Die too. That's a classic, obviously, but who was your favorite artist, I guess, from this neighborhood, and did you ever run into them as a kid?
Like there's a song where Big Pun is like talking about the red scooter in the video. We would see him on the red scooter.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's so
We would pull up to the
fire.
Point, the community center where I learned photography at.
Talk to me a little bit about the Point, because obviously we're here. You're one of the best photographers I've ever seen in my life, definitely in New York City for sure.
Thank you.
Mean that for real. And it was really interesting to me when you told me how young you guys started, you know, and for you to be doing something for so long and catch a passion at, what, 9 years old, you know what I mean? How did that go, and what was it like at the Point?
So this neighborhood is Hunts Point, right? It
Yeah.
just so happens the community center is called the Point. So the Point is a community center which is right around the corner, but also people might call this neighborhood the Point, which is rightfully fitting. So I don't want people to get confused. But me and my friends, right? My first friends ever, best friends, my man Terrell, we would discover, like, we would be in like a burned down van one day. We would be in the back of, like, that's a post office now, but that was just like a lot. It seems like just we would just find ourselves in weird places.
Right, right.
We found ourselves in the Point one day, like, oh, what is this?
Okay.
And it just so happened to be a community center. They were trying things out. Like, it wasn't like they were super duper established. They were kind of just started themselves.
Yeah.
So at the time, they had like a lot of small businesses in there, barbershop,
Oh, okay.
record store type of thing. But then as it grew, it was more like programs. So some of the programs I've taken there were like, I would draw on silk scarves.
So like art.
Yes.
You were doing art, okay.
Latin percussion with the world-renowned Andrew Rodriguez. Crazy Legs was teaching b-boying and breaking.
Oh wow, okay.
That's Crew. They were, they were pretty much established doing murals, but they also had classes where you learn how to graph and stuff like
Yeah.
that. There was so many things happening in there. Photography came about.
Was that like a new program they were
That
offering?
was super new.
Okay.
So, I mean, you never been in the classroom with 20-year-olds and 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
But that's what it was. It was so new they didn't know how to do it. So
Okay.
the International Center of Photography, which is a world-renowned school, they did a community program with the Point. Black and white photography, film, darkroom. I know this seems like many ages ago,
Yeah, yeah.
but it ain't that old. But I learned photography there. Almost got kicked out because before the digital cameras, you have regular cameras with film,
yeah.
and you can't expose it to the sunlight until you're done with the roll.
Right.
And I felt like I did it either 2 or 3 times. And I remember the teacher saying, if you do this one more time, you can't take classes. And they're trying to build something at the time, but also they're probably trying to gauge and navigate, like, yo, are 9-year-olds too young for this thing? But
Yeah.
I got my act together and I wound up excelling. A few years later, they wound up featuring me on PBS.
Yeah, I wanted to get to that too because I was 97.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're a couple years in now
Yes.
from you being in this neighborhood. So,
How you
hey,
feeling?
how you doing?
You good? Yeah.
Ah, look, see? Familiar face. Yeah. Good, all good.
Right.
So the Point,
Yes.
the Point you said is right around here. It's a 4-minute walk. I mean, I don't mind walking up the street.
Let's do it.
So now we're on our way to the community center.
Right.
But here's the deal, right? Hunts Point is a place that unfortunately has a bad reputation, right? And somebody
Right.
who grew up here, what would you say to somebody who had kind of like a bad idea about this neighborhood?
I would say growth is good, right? You have to start somewhere in order to become the polished version that other people may want to see. So the negative part about this community is that definitely, we have one of the, if not the highest asthma rate in the country, right? A lot of trucks come to this neighborhood because Hunts Point is the hub for food.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we have the Hunts Point Market. A lot of people are employed by the Hunts Point Market.
Okay.
So people come here for food and for work.
Right.
All across the world. Some of your favorite foods, fruits, vegetables,
Yeah.
strawberries.
So like the factories are out here.
Yes. Even if you go to Queens, a Whole Foods or something like that, you might look at, let's say, like a brand like Driscoll's strawberry,
Oh, I know
and
this
you'll
goes, okay.
see like distributed or something with the Hunts Point Market,
Right.
right? You get the asthma rate from stuff like that. Constantly
Wow,
trucks
okay.
coming back and forth. What do truck drivers do? They're driving from LA all the way over here. They need some sleep. they rest, they pull over on the road, they see the neighborhood's undeveloped. So there you get the bad stigma about the prostitutes, right?
Yes, yes.
Prostitutes, hookers.
That's honestly what I've always known Hunts Point for, because
you're trying to play me.
No, listen, no. I'm gonna be real with you. In the 90s,
you trying to play me?
In the 90s,
how you feeling? I see. That's the baby. Can the baby be on camera? I gotta see the baby.
Come on, let's go see the baby. See, Donjai the mayor of the neighborhood, actually. See?
Check you out. Oh my God.
Let's go see the
people. Hold on. Muñeca's like a little doll. Hold on. Wait up. Look up, mama, shake cheese. Yes, happy Father's Day. I am busy. They employ people from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
He's a neighbor. I mean, I eventually got employed here when I couldn't
talk about that too.
When I couldn't do summer youth. These were the only people that would take me.
Wow.
Because my birthday is late.
Like SYEP? That's
yes,
what you
I couldn't
that.
How you doing? I couldn't officially do summer youth, but the point made sure I was good. They took me.
Excellent.
They took me in.
Unfortunately, I'm not from out here,
right.
So the only thing I knew about Hunts Point was that shit. Because, you know, it's good for people to know that although this may be like the stereotype, like, look how beautiful it is. And, you know, the people out here are very,
you just
very
seen
nice.
all that communal, like, imagine how you feel now. Like, what the hell? It's like the land of the lost. Like, what's going on?
Right.
So this is where phone booth. Everybody was jocking the phone booth, waiting for a girl to call or something. The phone booth was right there with the vending machine. And like I said yesterday, it was a fish parade.
Yes, I see.
So that means it's been 22 years since the Fulton Fish Market moved into the Hunts Point Market, you know, providing jobs and stuff for the community.
That's awesome.
A lot of people, big dogs, that stepped through this door or came from these doors.
Do you feel like coming here kind of saved you in a sense, or helped you from, you know, getting too deep into the neighborhood?
It provided opportunity. Now, a lot of people didn't see the vision through. Like I know people who done, you know, wound up getting incarcerated, people who wound up getting strung out on drugs, people who wound up probably, you know, got killed or passed away. So a lot of people didn't get a chance to see like the rose from concrete fully bloom. And I think that's kind of what I would tell people when they talk about the bad stigmas from Hunts Point. Like, you know, you might have seen the rose when it was just a little, little bud, little seed being planted, but a lot of flowers from that concrete have finally bloomed. And I would say I'm one of them.
I was just about to say that. You took the words out of my mouth. So, you know, I think it's good. You're a great representation of, you know, what this place represents and what it's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to make people successful and get out these neighborhoods. Now, we're in the Bronx, but we have another part to the story, which is Harlem.
Okay.
We gotta go uptown. Oh wait, are we uptown? There was a little debate about that.
When you think about the term, to me, uptown has about 5 meanings.
Okay, see.
Now, if you're in Manhattan and you look at the train, they'll say uptown and the Bronx, right? So that's one meaning. If you're in Harlem, let's say maybe 110th Street, and you talk about uptown, you talking about 145th.
Right.
If you in 145th and you mentioning uptown, you might be talking about the Dyke.
I was about to say, like
Dykeman and the Heights.
Okay.
If you in the Bronx and you talking about uptown, you talking about White Plains, Gun Hill, 233rd, Edenwald, Baychester.
Yeah.
Like.
So we going downtown right now.
We all going downtown,
going downtown.
But Harlem is still uptown compared to the people who used to get off the train at 96th Street, who's a little bit more paler than us.
Okay, well, period. That's right. Well, let's go downtown.
Yes.
Which is my uptown.
Yes, if that makes any sense.
Yes.